From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
So on 4th down, Riley Patterson now for the Viking field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Patterson's kick is good.
And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis-Seen. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
Motion man is Schwartz. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal the last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will make it 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
No bus, no bus. 11.
Fields on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here we go, son.
2nd and 10.
DQ. Up. Jim Swear.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Rolling to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now it's Fields. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 6-0 our score after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. A shotgun snap. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here we go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go, son.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Here we go.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he rifles one incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
To the left side and taken in by Chosen. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Kamara will take it in. Touchdown Bears. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw now on first down.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Quickly to Addison here.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
42 yards.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here this NFC Championship game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
2nd and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Out to his left. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
And he is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Out of the gun, Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet, 30 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
They'll look to throw here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And 22 more yards there and another first down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
Gibson again.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Gibson here running out of the gun.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
19 Tigers.
He'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On second down, here's Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Here we go. Hey, Monday.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 48 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you have the extra point, you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Fields.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go, son. Hey, Terry. All right.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Kamara trying again, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Alvin Kamara,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Bears offense staying put, and Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
Hey, Ken. Easy. Alpha. EQ.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On the counter, Gibson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Aaron Donald collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Don't jump.
Out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.